I have my list here, and when I put my eyes on the list, my eyes went to Israel.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about that?
I've been there twice. The first time I was invited. The second time was with the IAGP. It had its conference there in 2000, before I fell. They were very different experiences, because the first time one of my friends guided me, went sightseeing. I saw some members of my family who lived there. I was shown some of the archaeological sites. For instance, we went to a site that had just been uncovered the week before, and it showed way down a room. The date is 70 years before Christ, which is not very old. And I was told that it was the room of a scribe. Now the scribes were important people, because they were the only ones who knew how to write, of course. So it was an important discovery. What impressed me at the time, the first time, was I was taken to a fish restaurant in Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is just a modern city on the beach, you know. I didn't go to Jaffa. They say that that's the most, Haifa, that's really more interesting. But by the way, the University of Tel Aviv has a master's program in psychodrama now. Anyway, my hostess told me that that fish restaurant was owned and run by a Jew and an Arab. And they were like brothers. And I thought to myself, hallelujah, maybe there's some possibility here. That was contradicted the next time. We also ate in a restaurant, a tent, run by the Bedouins. The food is very good. And the atmosphere was very pleasant. And then the next time we came in 2000, the atmosphere had worsened. To very sad. And in fact, by that time they had this business of taking your luggage 2 miles down away from the airplane, unpacked it, looked at everything, sometimes asked what is this or what is that, and packed it again. And I remember the girl who was doing it, she looked very, not very simpatico. And I said to her, well, one thing, my suit will be very much better packed than when I did it. You have much more experience than I did. She didn't even smile. We were asked, where have you been, what were you doing, and all that kind of stuff. That didn't happen the first time. So it may have been 8 years difference. First time I was taken north. I don't remember the name of the town, but the people who took me there to see it said there were still Roman coins found by the children. They went digging. Very interesting. And it was a city that resisted what was that Christian period when they? It's where the Romans invaded, and with them came the Inquisition type of thing. That was a city where that stopped the Romans. But I wish you could probably find it on the internet. They didn't get any further than that. The Crusades. So what you get there, you have the contrast of the modern cities with these very old, and if you go deep enough into the soil, you find the past back. Fascinating.
What my eyes don't see here in the list, Zerka, is Palestine.
What?
Palestine.
Palestine. Ah, they didn't put it there?
No, because it's not yet recognized as a country. So what about that?
When will that end? When is Israel going to wake up? Say, times are different. But a friend of mine, Kate Hunter's, was in Palestine and did psychodrama there and playback theater.
Mm-hmm.
But the psychodrama was an agony because of the terrible things they suffered there, the people. And while she was there, in a place called Freedom Theater, the owner of the Freedom Theater was the Israelis came and took him away, imprisoned him, because he had participated in a demonstration a couple of weeks before. They did let him go, but he was overnight in prison because he attended a demonstration.
Mm-hmm.
Madness, super madness.
Yeah.
The present government is especially bad, hostile in Israel. Well, the second time was interesting because we lived in a kibbutz. But I tell you, it was run like a little hospital.
Hmm.
Like a little hotel, excuse me. It was, by that time, the kibbutzim were going down.
Hmm.
More people went to the big cities. They didn't go so much to the kibbutz. The kibbutzes were really an outgrowth of their original socialism. The cooperatives. They've gone out of style pretty much. Formerly, the young people would join a kibbutz and give their life to the community. I don't see that so much today. The last time I was there, I described my experience in the desert, seeing the desert. For me, that was a kind of a highlight with the past. The desert spoke to me, you know. You lived here for 40 years. I asked myself, what did they eat? What was manna anyway? I think probably was dates
Mm-hmm.
and figs. What else would grow in the desert? So fascinating. And as an archaeologist, it's a gold mine. One of my friends told me that she had a friend who had a Roman pillar in her house. A pillar that dated from Roman times, Roman marble.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.